Okay, so this is just a quick run through of one of my favorite strategies for one of my for my favorite solo team in Marvel Legendary. My favorite team by far when I'm solo playing is Blade, Moon Knight, and Forge. Forge just does fantastic damage. Blade has really good abilities when you're attacking things in the rooftops or the sewers, and Moon Knight has a decent rooftop ability, which works well with Blade. So I've played the game a little bit to get to this point organically. Normally there'd be actually probably only normally 3 villains in the city because, like I say, it's a good damage dealing team. The villains have done a little bit better this time round, and they've got 4 villains into the city by this point. However, as fortune would have it, I've drawn exactly the cards I particularly want, and I'm going to have a go at clearing as many of them as I physically can. So we'll just actually get down to that now. So the whole key to this strategy is that there's someone in the rooftops that's reasonably high value. They're a strength 6 villain. So I have the Blade card Nowhere to Run, which I'll pop up a full image on screen just now, which does 3 damage, and whenever you defeat a villain in the sewers or the rooftops, this turn draw 2 cards. So that ability is now active, and it's doing 3 damage so far. Great. But it's not enough to defeat Baron Zemo. So I'm going to add Moon Knight, Lunar Communion, which is another 2 damage. Whenever you defeat a villain on the rooftops this turn, you may KO one of your cards or a card from your discard pile. So again, that's great. But that's actually not enough to defeat Baron Zemo. They're still only in strength 5. But the ability to KO cards means that you get trash cards out of your deck fairly quickly. So I then actually go along with another Lunar Communion, which then allows, which is the same ability. Whenever I defeat a villain on the rooftops, you may KO one of your cards or a card from your discard pile, and that takes my attack strength up to 7, defeating Baron Zemo and keeping 1 spare attack strength anyway. However, I've got 2 Lunar Communions, and there were 2 Shield Troopers in my hand, which are basically the trash cards I was talking about. They're the cards that you start with at the beginning of the game. I'm going to kill both of them because they're not very good. And then I'm going to activate the Nowhere to Hide ability, which allows me to draw 2 cards. So let's see what we get. So with the 2 Shield Troopers gone, I've still got the Golden Ankh of Khonshu here, which is actually one of the best cards in my deck, which allows me to move things to the rooftops, should I wish to, if I've used a technical ability, and it's worth 6 attack strength. However, let's go for the Nowhere to Run. We get to pull 2 extra cards. That's a Shield Agent, and that's a Shield Agent, so not great. However, it is what it is. We now actually have a look at what we can do next. We've still got 1 attack power left, and let's actually have a look at, let's have a closer look at the Golden Ankh of Khonshu. Okay, so it's strength 6, and whenever you defeat a villain on the rooftops this turn, rescue bystanders equal to that villain's printed victory points. So if I'd activated that at the start of the turn, I would have got rescued bystanders, but I didn't, so that's it. However, it's also got a special ability here, which is if you've played a tech hero already, you may move a villain to the rooftops. If another villain is already there, swap them. So I am going to play this card now, because I've already played a tech hero, Nowhere to Run, this turn. So let's actually pop that onto the board, and that will put my attack strength at 7, and I'm going to move one of the villains to the rooftops. So let's actually do that now. So we move Khonshu's Golden Ankh onto the playing area, and I'm going to move Melter to the rooftops. It's only back 1 space. My current attack power is now 7 because I had 1 left over from beating Baron Zemo, and I got 6 from playing the Golden Ankh. So that's more than enough to defeat Melter and leave 2 spare attack power. And he has a fight effect. Each player reveals the top card of their deck. For each card you choose to KO it or put it back. So actually let's just, well, he gets defeated anyway, which is good. take him off the board. I will have a look at the top card. The top card was a Shield Trooper, so I'm going to decide to KO it because it's a trash card. However, we just defeated another villain in the rooftops, which causes these 2 Lunar Communions to activate. And if you'll recall, when I activated Nowhere to Run earlier, I got 2 Shield Agents. I'm going to get rid of them because, again, they are trash cards. However, also, I've defeated someone in the rooftops again, and that activates Nowhere to Run again, so I get another 2 cards, and let's see what we get. Okay, we're getting 2 more Moon Knight cards here. They are both Climbing Claws, which is, they give you 2 recruitment power, and if you've activated a yellow instinct card already this turn, you get a 3rd recruitment power. I have, because Lunar Communion and the Golden Ankh are both instinct powers, so they're both worth 3 recruitment. And actually, there is another Nowhere to Run on the board. I am going to take that and add it to my deck. I'm still left with 2 attack power, but there's nothing I can do with that this turn, so I'm actually going to take Nowhere to Run from the headquarters. Here it is. I'm going to add that to my discard pile. These guys are going to go into my discard pile, as are everything else I've used this turn. We'll add another hero to the HQ, which is a Forge, Dirty Work, and that's the end of that turn. Taking out 2 villains, buying a decent character, and all round doing rather well, and getting rid of 5 trash characters. So yeah, very good turn. That's one of my favourite manoeuvres in Marvel. Thanks very much for watching this very short video of one of my favourite strategies on Marvel. If you enjoyed the video or found it useful, then don't forget to hit like, and you can subscribe to the channel to see other videos of mine. Details for my blog are in the video's description. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.